Hey guys, Patrick from River City Retro, here with my game finds from the last week or so. I usually buy stuff pretty much every day. Most of it's really not noteworthy. Obviously it's rare to find rare stuff, but I do make some nice finds on my day-to-day treasure hunting. Nothing that's going to blow your mind, but certainly some good stuff, and you're about to see a week's worth. Now this first box was $50. It was someone who hit me up on my Craigslist ad, and he was a little strange. He wasn't willing to speak on the phone, which is fine if you're hard of hearing or you have problems speaking or whatever. I don't have a problem with that. But when I met this guy, he was pretty much normal, so that was really shady to me that he wasn't willing to speak on the phone with me. But anyway, I was really happy with what he sold me. For $50, I got this, as he described it, huge box of old video games. Some of it in really poor condition, mostly just dirty, stuff that can be cleaned up, and then some of it in really good condition, like the PlayStation 1 games. The discs were all excellent, not a scratch on any of them. And there were some good PlayStation games, like Heart of Darkness, and that actually had the 3D glasses that originally came with the game. Final Fantasy VIII, Crash 2, Swagman, there was a Space Jam in there. I saw Michael Jordan peeking out at me as I was looking through the box. There was also a Nintendo DS Lite with Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. That was really the only good DS game, but then there were a bunch of great Game Boy Advance games to go with that blue Game Boy SP in there. There was Fire Emblem The Sacred Stones, Zelda Four Swords, Link to the Past, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, some other great games. Now the Super Nintendo stuff that I picked up in this lot was a different story. It was not in good condition. As you can see in the video, these cartridges were absolutely disgusting. There were some great games in here, like Contra 3, Breath of Fire, Super Metroid, Illusion of Gaia, really good money titles, Castlevania 4, but they were, for the most part, the most disgusting games I've seen in a long time. Now thankfully I was able to clean these up and get them in pretty good shape. I was able to clean the names off of them and all that disgusting gunk off of them, and they all worked perfectly after I cleaned them. And you'd never be able to tell that they were this disgusting after the cleaning process. But man, was it gross, and you're probably cringing as you watch this video wondering why I'm not wearing gloves. I definitely should have worn gloves. I actually got a little bit of a cold the day after I went through this stuff, and I'm not sure, but maybe it had something to do with how gross these were. There was a Lonely Sega Genesis in the bottom of the box, and the controllers were in terrible shape. I ended up throwing those out, but thankfully the one game that was included was a good one, Contra Hardcore. And after I found that, that makes like 4 copies of this game that I found in the past couple weeks. A few days later, I was checking out Craigslist and I saw a Nintendo DS Lite with 11 games for $20. I thought it was a scam or something, but when I called him, he said it was still available, but he had already gotten a bunch of offers, and if I wanted it, I would have to pay him double his asking price. Normally I would just hang up on someone who pulls a really shady move like that, but even at $40 I had to pick this up. It ended up being in great shape. All the games were complete. You got a couple of Mario games in there, Advance Wars Dual Strike, 2 Kirby games, Mega Man Battle Network 5, which is like a $30 game by itself, and who can forget Nintendo's Chihuahua. That same day I met up with a friend who regularly sells me stuff, and he sold me a red 3DS XL, a sealed Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess and Skyward Sword, a new Super Mario Bros. U, and a really cool Super Mario 3D World store sign from Best Buy, which is now hanging up in my warehouse. I'll have to show that in a different video. And then this isn't so retro, but just this Sunday I picked up a nice Nintendo Wii lot from someone just down the road from me. It turned out pretty good. It was $100, and I got the Nintendo Wii system. There's 4 Wiimotes in there, and the games were all good games. It came with New Super Mario Bros., Mario Kart Double Dash for the GameCube, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, and Mario Party 7. There's also a Donkey Kong Returns in there. So this was a really nice box for $100. I was really happy with it. And then finally I made my regular pawn shop run a couple of days ago. And one big part of my business is selling defective game systems, and so I picked up a defective PS2, a defective Slim PS3, and then also a broken 360, and I paid a total of $40 for the box of consoles. And considering the Broken Slim PS3 is about a $60 item without the hard drive, that was a really good purchase for me. And then on my way to another pawn shop, someone texted me and said they were responding to my Craigslist ad and they had this pink DSi with 6 games for 40 bucks. That sounded like a pretty good deal, so I picked that up right away. At the other pawn shop, they had some GameCube games, which was really surprising because normally they don't have anything older than Xbox 360. And I managed to grab these GameCube games for 10 bucks each: Super Mario Strikers, Mario Kart Double Dash, Smash Bros. Melee, and Tales of Symphonia. Very, very good deals. And then they also had Cross Edge, which is a really terrible RPG by NIS America for the PS3. I picked that up for 10 bucks as well. And then Kingdom Hearts for the PS2, which was $3. And so that's a typical week's worth of pawn shop finds and Craigslist pickups for me that support my day-to-day business here. I got some stuff that I didn't show in the video, but it's really not interesting, like PS2's DualShock controllers and memory cards, but nobody really cares to see that. And sorry there wasn't anything particularly rare or unique in this video, but hopefully in future videos you'll see some of the more interesting things that I come across. So stay tuned and hit subscribe, and I'll be putting out some more videos soon.